starting up home to the startup community on Indian television. This week we come to you from the Marine Plaza Hotel here in Mumbai. We've got an action-packed lineup. Here's what's coming your way over the next half hour. On the show this week, out-of-home advertising now goes into the taxi, the story of in-taxi ad network flow. Bags, jewelry and eyewear, it's the specialty e-commerce startup value on What's Your Story. There are a number of legal players within the startup ecosystem. We take a look at all of them. Now, in the past, we've featured the surge that one is seeing in the private taxi startup space. And that somewhat has really led to a lot of out-of-home advertising within taxis itself. Not surprisingly then, a Mumbai-based startup called EnRoute Media is hoping to tap in. Our very own Davina Munro then steers us through the story. Yet the only comforting factor on a 10-hour flight is the fact that you can watch the latest movies or your favorite TV channel on the in-flight entertainment system. But what about those grueling hours spent in traffic? Well, here to ease the commuter's journey is a Mumbai-based startup called EnRoute Media. Kolkata, Delhi, Bangalore or Mumbai. Commuting in a metro in India translates to an average 3 hours a day spent in the worst traffic conditions. Using this to their advantage, Paul Schwartz and Varun Jain, college mates at Warwick University, decided to monetize on this idle time of a commuter with their company EnRoute Media, a digital in-taxi entertainment system that has the potential to revolutionize the digital signage industry.
The reason we did this is because we saw two situations. One was the traffic situation in metros, which we wanted to compensate for by providing entertainment network on the move. And the second one was that we looked at digital signage as an industry overall, and we saw that it didn't really address the needs of an advertiser as yet. So we thought those two drivers would be ideal to come up with a new medium that has sound and is interactive towards the right audience.
The Flow technology built by the EnRoute team themselves is a small portable LCD that is carefully fitted into the headrest of a taxi by an on-ground mechanical team. The touchscreen interface allows the passenger to browse through a variety of programs listed under the entertainment, lifestyle, around the world and car and technology genres. Advertisements appear in the side screen and offers by different brands appear in the form of a sticker. All of this controlled remotely in each radio taxi via internet by EnRoute's technical team.
Technology is a very important function at EnRoute. First of all, we went about building the client side, as we call it, the hardware that goes into the taxis. Then we went about building the software side so that we can control 1,000 screens sitting in our offices. So it's great technology that allows us to monitor if the screen is up or down. It allows us to update all the content so we have fresh content which people can enjoy. And we get really good analytics on the advertising campaigns that we run as well.
With the private taxi industry booming in India, it was not long before one of its key players, EasyCab, recognized the business potential of this technology and came on board. Today, more than 350 EasyCabs across Mumbai support the Flow system. And having received positive feedback so far, they're now looking at adopting Flow in more cabs and introducing it into other cities.
It has been a partnership which allows us to, one, provide a better experience to our customers. It also is a technology which allows for us to reach out and to provide an avenue to many brands to present their product for our sort of customers who are essentially business travelers who are spending a significant amount of time in the cars.
With the content on Flow updated once every week, the content within the device always remains updated and current. EnRoute, through its sophisticated back-end servers, are also able to monitor what type of programs engage people most, and also is able to identify when a passenger changes a channel or switches off the TV. And it is this type of monitoring capabilities that actually prove to be quite a boon for its advertisers, who get first-hand feedback on customer behavior to their brands.
I believe people who use radio taxis, they are definitely our target group. They travel by this premium cabs. We used EnRoute Media during our Jetta campaign, which happened last year, and we only advertised there. We didn't do a sales or a lead-based campaign. Post the campaign, the research results also proved that 93% of the people who saw this ad in the cab had seen it in the TV before. So it was a good recall medium for that.
EnRoute's business model is one where they charge rupees 1,500 to 3,000 per ad, per cab, per month to an advertiser for 7.5 to 10 minutes of exposure on a taxi ride. And of this, 5 to 15% is shared with the cab companies. In their 6 months of operation, they have made revenues of $10,000 with 300 screens, and with the number of screens expected to increase to 3,000 by 2013, their revenues are projected to grow to $2.5 million. Though the journey of the EnRoute team has only begun and the road ahead is a promising one, there have been a few bumps along the way that have slowed them down.
There have been two huge challenges. One is, of course, the fact that we're just a completely new medium, and I explained earlier we have to do market education and go out and speak to everyone. That takes a lot of time. That was one. The second is we didn't have enough scale. Right, we are 250 taxis right now. That's not the kind of scale that a large advertiser like Volkswagen or even Kodak in life insurance would look for. We want to reach more people. So people have said, yes, I come on board, I want to try it out, and I give you a certain amount of money.
Similar challenges have been faced by international case studies within the digital in-taxi entertainment space. And EnRoute can take heart from some of the global success stories. Media buying experts like Armenia Rivero of Madison World, however, believe that it's still early days for this concept in India, and it might struggle to give advertisers value for their spend.
If you look at radio cabs, you will see that 80% of their customers are primarily business travelers. In the UK, the consumer is just not a business traveler. He's a guy who wants to go from point A to point B within the business districts, but he chooses to take a taxi, and therefore that becomes far more meaningful because the environment is right, the duration is short, and therefore you can communicate with them far more effectively.
These conflicting opinions within the industry hasn't deterred EnRoute's pace of execution. They recently announced their partnership with deals aggregator Buzzer.in and only look to build upon such partnerships. The next step to enable a two-way communication channel between passengers and them, and for them is keeping the consumers close to their heart and understanding their preferences that will be key.
Well, next up for EnRoute Media is to try and take their network beyond Mumbai, something that will help them beat the competition. We wish them all the best. Let's take a break here on the show.